We're talking about under an anarchy
So there
situation.
wouldn't be a North Korea then? 'Cause
No,
North
oh,
Korea
I
is
mean everywhere in the United States. In other words, if you prevailed and were able to persuade the citizens of the United
Okay.
States that,
Well,
that we should have an anarchic
Right.
social organization,
Right.
then I wanted to know if that was the case, if you didn't have any, the security agencies here did not have any nukes, none of them,
Right.
because that also presents a problem. But let's say none of them had any.
Okay.
What would you do when you got the extortion note? Pay us in dollars because we like them, or whatever denomination, and if you don't pay us, we're going to nuke you. The answer is, are you going to pay or not pay? And the debate, first you said you would pay, and then later you said you wouldn't pay. So I want to know, which is it?
Well, if someone threatens me with violence and I don't think I can defend myself, I'll probably give in, most likely. But I think, to use your example with Monaco, look, if the United States goes anarchy and there are other nuclear powers, and let's say we're engaged, we can trade with them, and we can say we'll give you our produce, or we'll trade with you in the extent that North Korea threatens us with a nuclear bomb. So you can have a similar arrangement, just like Monaco has with France, with the United States has with some other countries.
Oh, I see. So you're going to delegate your security to another nation and trust.
necessarily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are going to delegate your security to another nation and let them take care of it. And if they welch on the deal, well, tough luck for you. But isn't it more responsible to assume the protection of your own rights yourself and make sure that you can defend yourself and not rely on somebody else?
Right. I would agree, but I think I think you're more likely to be attacked by the United States government for a victimless crime than being threatened by North Korea through a nuke, right? What incentive does North Korea have to do that? And also, and what incentive does the rest of the world have to just sit by while that happens? I think that people don't just attack other people because they're smaller than us, right? I mean, there are many people who are bigger than us who aren't starting fights. People usually attack people if they think there's some incentive to do that. So I would ask,
Weakness is the incentive. That they see that the other person can't defend themselves, they're more powerful. Predators, as you know,
Right.
prey on the weak. Now, let me say, I agree that there's a lot of victimless crimes that the state is unjustly penalizing people now, and we are together on trying to remedy this wrong. But you've gone back on this, answer this question 3 times, because now you're saying you would probably pay.
in the very unrealistic likely event that happens, which I think is very unrealistic and unlikely, sure, I would pay.
Okay, Mr. Roshschild, I don't want to put you on the hot seat anymore. I think you've been a good sport, and maybe we'll do another interview on a different topic.
But just one more thing that I'd like to say. I mean, look, if it's your belief that the strong just prey upon the weak, then why aren't big armies like the United States just attacking every small country on the planet?
Okay, I'm going to answer that. You haven't answered the question, I answer that, because I like to answer questions. So I said, if you're a predator, if you have a predator mentality, like I think the North Koreans have, like Hitler had, if you don't have a predator mentality like the U.S. government, you don't invade Mexico, you don't go and take their gold, you don't go and invade Canada. We could take the whole South America if we wanted to. We have sufficient military power to take everything from everyone. But the citizens of the United States, fortunately, still believe enough in individual rights and respecting other people's rights, and don't have a predator mentality, so they're not prone to do that. That's the answer. Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. That was fun.
That's okay?
It was good.
You're a good sport. Put you on the hot seat.
It's good. Good luck on your